All right. Speaking of Robert Saleh, the Arizona Cardinals have requested to interview Robert Saleh. I wonder if he'll even take it. What do you think? Is that a job he should even consider?
I mean, I'd consider it, sure. I mean, you live in beautiful Scottsdale. That's not a bad job right there. You're also getting to reset. You'll get to pick your own. They just had a really good draft, so you have good defensive pieces. You'll get to pick your own quarterback. I don't think it's a
He could get
bad
that
job.
defense going pretty quick.
Yeah, but do you really want to play against Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay, and Mike McDonald 6 times a
I
year?
mean, you're
I
by
don't
far the
know.
worst team in the division. You're in the worst
Yeah,
division in the league. You got no
and
quarterback. Maybe you could
and
trade for Mac Jones.
I love Saleh, but are you better than those three coaches? I don't know. That's rough. I don't know about this division, man. That Cardinals job is a fun job, but you could get fired easily
Like,
trying to
let's say
play
you
against these
bring Clay
coaches.
Kubiak with you and Mac Jones with you, and you're rolling with Saleh, Clay Kubiak, Mac Jones, Trey McBride. It's not a bad team, but it's still the worst team in the NFC
West.
West.
I it's a hard job, dude. That is a very hard job to take because you are literally opting into going against three of some of the best coaches in the NFC. I think the three best coaches in the NFC.
Also, like, you don't have a fan base. Your home games are
Yeah.
road games, especially when you
Yeah.
face the Niners or the Seahawks. Your organization is notoriously cheap. I mean, every year the NFLPA does those polls of the players. They like come in last and all the. I mean, don't
Yeah.
players have to pay for their own water and stuff? I don't know. Uh,
I think,
they
I mean, I'm
they
sure.
stick with coaches all the time. They one and done coaches. I don't know. I'd be a little nervous about that. That's one of the
I,
worst organizations in football.
I feel like he'll take the interview just to, generate some sort of competition for him and at least maybe get a contract offer to negotiate against other teams with, but I don't think he'll take it. That'd be crazy if he took it. I wouldn't, especially playing or coaching for the Niners, hearing that fan base like, yeah, I want to opt into playing against that multiple times a year. I'd be good on that. I don't know.
Like, I think I'd rather coach the Cleveland Browns.
I would too. It's a much better story. You'll have a lot better leash. And I mean, you'll have a lot. Yeah, you'll have a bigger leash than the
Although
Cardinals.
coaching Shador Sanders is a challenge because he has a lot of fans and a lot of
Oh,
haters, and you're like caught in the middle. Like, dude, what do I do? If I'm the
my
bad
guess
guy
is,
if he doesn't have a good game.
I mean, my guess is Saleh would probably cut him loose. He doesn't seem like a Saleh guy to me. I don't know how him and Saleh
Probably
would.
not. No, I
I
disagree. I feel like Saleh would like feel like he could
he already
connect
had
with
Zach. He already
Shador.
had Zach Wilson. He don't want him again, and Aaron
Yeah,
Rodgers.
are they the sack waiting to happen?
Yeah, he's like, I just got fired by a person with this attitude. I think I'm good. I think we just get rid of Shadur Sanders on this squad if I'm gonna be here.
Yeah.
But him with Miles Garrett would be crazy. Even though I like
Well,
Jim Schwartz, he's done a good job for the defense,
I think
obviously.
it's interesting from the Niners' perspective. Like, it is so in their interest. If they're gonna lose on Sunday, it's really in their interest for them to lose because of the defense. Because as much as they like Robert Saleh, it'd be great if his stock went down drastically in
I
a
don't
few
want them.
days so they could keep him. Because if he leaves in like 2 weeks, what are they gonna do? They're
I
just gonna give the
see.
job to Gus Bradley and say,
No,
"We're
here's
good."
what I think there are a lot of good DC candidates. I don't think I'm as stressed about Saleh leaving right now as
Yeah,
I
but it's not
was.
just that though. It's like, you could bring in Raheem Morris, but are you gonna let him run his scheme, or are you gonna keep doing this thing where you ask the new guy to run the old scheme, which is so weird. How many
Well,
guys can run this scheme? Saleh, D'Amico, maybe Jim Schwartz. Maybe you could get Jim Schwartz.
you could maybe get Jim Schwartz, but Kyle's been a huge fan of Raheem. He always talks highly of Raheem
Yeah,
Morris,
but
so I
doesn't
think you
Raheem
let
run
him
a
run his.
3-4? Would
That's what
Bosa
I'm
wanna
saying.
do that? Would Fred Warner wanna do that?
I think
Or
if
would you
you're
make Raheem Morris run a 4-3 like you did with Steve Wilkes?
nah, I think that if they're hiring someone like Raheem, they'd let him run his scheme. A three
Damn, I'd be
four
so
with
mad if I was Steve Wilkes.
well,
But I feel
yeah.
like Steve Wilkes is mad all the time anyway. He has so many grievances.
Yeah, that's true. Steve Wilkes is
All right.
always a reason to be pissed off forever.
He does, dude. I'd be pissed off. I'm pissed off right now for him. Okay.